So what's your plan? Not having a vision laid out in explicit detail on how you aim to drive toward your goals is a surefire sign that you are not serious about your goals at all. A simple act of just committing to your objectives and a strategy to paper makes it exponentially more likely that you'll follow through on what it is that you need to do. Many big goals, starting a business, writing a book, running a marathon, can seem so overwhelming that it's paralyzing to contemplate starting. You may find far more success by breaking up your mission into smaller chunks that are easier for you to manage. You will achieve a greater sense of accomplishment and momentum as you check off each of these steps, providing you with greater confidence as you continue on tackling each goal that you have. Now, you may be tempted to keep your ambitions to yourself. It may seem like you're setting yourself up for failure or embarrassment if you share them with others in your life. This is the root of accountability, however. Articulating exactly what it is that you're striving toward and building a community of trusted individuals who know about and are invested in supporting you to strive toward your goals. These can include communities online of folks with similar interests whose experiences and perspectives can benefit you. A key factor in your plan has to include adding in accountability checks so that you have the real incentive to demonstrate that you are continuing to progress. Many people settle for the status quo or good enough, believing that it's somehow elitist or ungrateful to aspire to something greater. Let others maintain that attitude. This will ensure that you have less competition for the really big audience and goals that you have set your sights on. It begins with laying out a robust timetable full of deadlines and milestones by when you will have accomplished various tasks. Investing the time up front to map out what you'll be doing and when will boost your productivity enormously. This applies for both the short term of what it is you'll be focusing your energies on over the next few months and the longer term of where you might ultimately see yourself over the next decade. Very few high achievers simply wander into positions of influence and affluence by happenstance. It's far more likely to be the end result of a series of strategic plays for roles of greater responsibility and visibility. Having a game plan in place will make it far simpler for you to determine which obligations you are better served to simply say no to. Visualizing your goal is another important component of staying on track. It's hard to consistently maintain the ongoing effort it takes to ultimately create passive income of wealth if you aren't clear on exactly what it is you're working so hard for. By focusing your vision on a concrete goal that you can visualize, a 7-figure bank account, for example, a boat, a house full with happy family members, you're going to be far better placed to maintain your spark over the long haul for the steps you need to take. Visualization is a tool that can give you a multiplier effect, helping you to face down challenges and stay on task by being able to more clearly see the options aligned before you. There are several key steps you can start off with in order to reach your goal. You might first want to start by distinguishing between goals that are focused on process and goals that are focused on outcome or results. For example, a goal to exercise each day or run a certain number of miles in a given week is an example of a process goal. You have set a benchmark for a behavioral change that you want to see reflected in your routine and actions. An outcome goal, on the other hand, refers to the specific process or milestone that you want to see. For example, a reduction in weight or your blood pressure. Obviously, the success of your milestone goal will ultimately rest with the successfully meeting the requirements laid out in your process goal. The common mistake that I see is that many set process goals without any regard for what the outcome is that they ultimately are striving toward. Thus, they dutifully head to the gym or stay late at the office each day, but they don't have an affixed North Star in place guiding them where it is that they plan on heading. That includes a firm deadline. It isn't enough to have a vague aspiration. These may do well for the general themes when you're brainstorming what it is you're interested in. But finishing a major project or endeavor requires that you draw a drop-dead date in the sand by which you know whether you have achieved the goal or fallen short. A reason why many of us fail to do this stems from the reality that the deadlines can be very unpleasant and stressful. Dealing with enough of them already with your bills and jobs, working for others, We may be reluctant to impose the same type of restrictions upon ourselves in our personal ambitions, but they are absolutely essential to providing you with a sense of urgency to keep you moving along toward your plan. Now keep in mind that your plan has to be the best fit for you as well. We all have different styles of working and tackling our goals. While I humbly suggest that the most high achievers tend to be the early risers who knock out their to-do list while most people are still sleeping, you may obviously be hardwired to be a night person, and you should work considerations of what works best for you into your planning. Your plan should be an organic, ongoing process, not just a document that sits on a shelf somewhere. You'll want to spend a set chunk of time each week reviewing your plan and how your week ahead fits into the strategic framework of your goals. You might also work some reflection time into this period. This will allow you to take stock and decide if where you're really going is a fit for you and what it is you want out of your life, and whether you're finding happiness and contentment with the path that you're pursuing. Make sure that you're pursuing goals because you want to. They should be meaningful to you and make the best use of your individual talents, rather than pursuing a monetary or professional goal just because you believe it will be impressive to others. You are the one who must live life, your life, and you should plan to build one that dovetails with what it is that you want to get out of it. What type of goal setting and planning exercises do you do now to help keep you on track? What should you do to keep you on track in the future? When you truly set your goals and you stay on track and you accomplish them and move forward each and every day, you can accomplish anything it is that you want in life. You can also learn more by visiting my website, TonyNewmeyer.com, and registering to receive free trainings, articles, and more. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. And be sure to always live rich.